and I am an actor and producer, director. I'm calling from Northern California to all your listeners, and I want to say a big hello. And I am so honored to be here today. If you guys call in, have questions, I would love to answer them. Been acting since
Definitely.
1994. Got inspired by the movie Jaws back in. I was born in '77, so I would be like this tiny little tot, like in diapers to be able to do it. But no, probably about 1980, 90 or somewhere around there is when I started to watch Jaws, and I really wanted to see how this movie ticked. So I started developing and getting into acting. And now I've been a character actor. I've been in numerous feature films and numerous commercials, and I love what I do. I couldn't ask for a better job, and it's awesome.
Well, tell us how you got bit by the acting bug, my friend. Tell us all about it.
Sure. So basically, I watched Jaws, and I was like, how is this that this works? How can I, how are they doing this? What is it that they do in the background, that makes these movies? So I said, I'm going to do everything I can. So I did stand-up comedy, and I did it for like a couple years, and I love doing that too. So that was totally awesome. So actually, speaking of a good joke today, let's think of something that I just thought of off the top of my head here. Can you believe they actually got an app called Motion Fart? Well, check this out. I downloaded that app today, and I walked around the whole mall with it. And I'll tell you right now, I've never seen so many faces say, what the hell? So, they were really kind of like, what the hell? They were like, emotion fart? So it's crazy the different apps that we have. But in the sense of acting, I love it so much. I couldn't ask for a better career. And I've worked with Paul Thomas Anderson in The Master. I've worked with Joaquin Phoenix in The Master, Gerard Butler in Chasing Mavericks. I've done some horror. I've done a couple of horror movies. I got Shadows by the Lake with an amazing co-star, Brett Flatmo. Tisha Vet, I think it's Vet. I can't pronounce her last name. But I have a couple of awesome films too coming up. We're going to be doing called Apocalypse. The Apocalypse, I don't have much information on it, but it's supposed to be a really awesome film that we're going to be doing. And we also have a movie called Super Evil, which I'm also excited about doing. These are all available on my IMDb page. Please look me up at Matt Bingham. Upon IMDb, you will find me. Now, I have many fun names that people like to call me. I'm a great character actor, and I love to get into my characters. And some of the names that people call me are Twinkie, and on the basketball court, they call me T-Bone. And big shout-out to Lodi Basketball. When I get a chance, I definitely play basketball out there, and I love the game.
Well, tell us a little bit about some of the different things that you're involved in. I know you mentioned stand-up comedy. You also mentioned some other things. Just give us an overall here. We love having you on the program. Tell us all about this stuff, man. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So with comedy, I kind of caught the comedy bug, when I was like 18. And then as I was doing that, I got spotted by a casting director, and the casting director said, you would be awesome for film. So I was like, well, I've never tried that before. So I said, yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I would love to do that. So I got into acting after about the 2 years of comedy. The comedy was awesome. A lot of my stuff that I used to write, I had some really funny ones, and I'll even say one of my jokes. So isn't it funny how computer terms, right? Sound like sex terms. Well, some days you have a hard disk, and some days you have a floppy disk, and if it's not working at all, you have a read-only memory. You have a CD-ROM, which is read-only memory. It's one of my jokes I wrote, and it's a pretty funny joke itself. Another thing is check this out. You ever go to Chipotle and just say, "There's a bomb in here," and then they just look up and smile. And it's like, what are you smiling about? It's like, have you same the size of the fucking burrito, dude. If you throw a fucking burrito at somebody, it would kill somebody.
We love it. We love it. We love that stuff here. Now, tell us about social media. How have you used social media to get your message out there and do everything else? Comedy funny man with us today here on the telephone. Fun stuff. Tell us all about social media, my friend.
Well, I am on social media. I'm under Twinkie T-Bone, which is basically my two fun nicknames that people love to call me. And Twinkie was also developed into a movie that I did. So the movie itself, we did this movie. It took me 2 years to get this voice. So if you don't mind, may I introduce this voice to your caller?
You go right on ahead, my friend. We are elated. We're glad we have you on the program. We're sitting on the edge of our seats. Tell us all about it, my man. Jump in there.
You bet. Okay, so just give me a second here. I'm going to get into character. And this is my Twinkie voice. So Twinkie loves his people. He loves to play with his ball. He loves to play with his ball. So he loves you so much. I have to say that Twinkie was one of my funnest and most exciting roles that I ever done. So that's just kind of an example of partially of my Twinkie voice that I can do.
I'll tell you, it is some funny stuff. We've got a great guest with us today here on the telephone. Fantastic stuff. We're loving it. We're on the edge of our season today. Now, tell us about any type of new projects, anything you got coming up. Tell us all about the new projects, man. We're riveted here. Tell us all about it.
You bet. So I have some really big projects coming up. I have one that I can't really discuss at this point in time. Let's put it that way. But I do have some great projects in the works. Apocalypse, which we're hopefully gonna film this year. I'm excited, and hopefully we will get that filming this year. We also got a movie called Super Evil, and this should be. I think we're gonna start working on it sometime again also this year. So I'm excited about 2 of those movies. Now, you can also visit my website. My website is mbinghamtheactor.com. You can see every single thing I've done in all the many years of what I have done. So I've done so many different things that you could check out. I'm excited so much about some of my projects that I've done in my past. And, I'd probably say some of the funnest roles that I've done are characters. I love to play a character. I love to bring out the characters in movies. And that's one of the things that drew me to acting, too, is being able to not be who I am. You know what I mean? Being somebody else. I love the fact of taking the persona of a character off my script and creating my own persona of what I believe that this character should be. So I'm excited about that.
Well, it's fantastic stuff. I appreciate you making time for us today. We definitely have to run along, but I'll tell you, you are a fantastic guy. Tell us where we can find you online. Tell us all about the websites, everything.
Yeah, you can find me online at mbinghamtheactor.com. You could also find me on Facebook. I'm at Twinkie4321. Blast off. No, T-Bone. 4321 T-Bone. And you will find me. And my hobbies, I have to say, just before I head out here, would definitely be, I love to, like I said, I love to play basketball. I love to travel. I love to meet new people. I'm excited so much about all the many projects that I have. I'm excited, and I love my fans. If you run into me anywhere, please ask for my autograph. I love my fans to death. And I really appreciate you taking your time out to listen to me today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And look me up. Have a good one.
Good stuff. Thanks for being with us today. Enjoy the interview. Ha ha! Funny man with us today.